Zendaya is a certified Hollywood it girl. She's in a small class of Disney alumni that have successfully deconstructed their Disney image. She's done it so effectively that she's become one of Hollywood's most bankable celebrities. It's easy to forget that she started off as a Disney Channel actress. And even more than that, her transformation appeared to be somewhat effortless. And what makes Zendaya's career even more interesting is that she didn't transform in an outwardly dramatic way. There was no shock factor, no big scandals, and no drastic physical changes. That's not to take a dig at people who have taken that route. Everyone has their own path. It's just incredibly rare to not be marred by scandal when we talk about young stars transforming into bona fide adult stars. She has led a path that first and foremost prioritizes her career and work, not her personal life. In fact, I'd go as far to say that Disney Channel has never produced a star quite like Zendaya in her career. Let's start with her humble beginnings. Zendaya has been working pretty much her entire life. Before her Disney Channel days, Zendaya was a model and commercial actress, appearing in numerous ads ranging from Sears, Macy's, and Old Navy. Her singing and dancing skills would eventually shift as a main focus in her career, and she became a kids bop kid. And in 2009, she landed the role of Rocky Blue in Shake It Up. It was a show that focused on two young best friends who are background dancers for a popular show. And I think the cast members were really lucky to receive a hit show on Disney Channel as it was leaving its most powerful stage, because the days of Disney Channel making stars as big as Miley Cyrus, Hilary Duff, and eventually Zendaya seemed to wane off shortly after Shake It Up ended. Nonetheless, Shake It Up was a vessel for the main talents of the show to venture off into other avenues as well. The show helped showcase Zendaya's dancing and singing skills alongside her acting. And Zendaya was the clear standout of the show. She had no shortage of charisma and coordination in her performances on the show. Zendaya first began music as an independent artist with her song Swag It Out, a catchy teen pop song that showcased her abilities. Naturally, as Shake It Up progressed, Zendaya would appear on various popular songs for the soundtrack, and it certainly seemed like Zendaya would become a singer and performer first, post-Disney. Shortly before Shake It Up ended, she signed with Hollywood Records, Disney Channel's flagship label, home to every Disney artist there was, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and Demi Lovato just to name a few. She also appeared and competed on Dancing with the Stars, becoming one of the show's youngest contestants, finishing in second place. During the last season of Shake It Up, Zendaya's official major label debut, Replay, was released, becoming a top 40 hit, and her self-titled debut album followed shortly after. A mixture of EDM and R&B, I think it showed a lot of promise of the type of artist Zendaya could be if she chose to make music her bread and butter. After Shake It Up ended in 2013, Zendaya and her team moved with extreme caution and care with her career moves. And I think this is the development stage that really turned her into the star that she is today. Zendaya was ultra careful about which roles she took. In 2014, she was cast to take on the role of Aaliyah in the Lifetime biopic. Her being cast received a huge amount of backlash for various reasons. Some said she had a lack of resemblance to the late star, while others claimed that a Disney actress wasn't capable of pulling it off. Ultimately, Zendaya pulled out of the biopic, and it was single-handedly one of the best decisions she's made for her career. Speaking of why she pulled out, she said, "I just felt the project wasn't 100% there. I felt that production-wise, everything just felt a little rushed," she told MTV. And I think because she's someone I admire and I love so much, it can't be done halfway, or not to the standards I think it should be done at, so I just decided not to do it. Once the Aaliyah biopic aired, it was ripped to shreds by critics and viewers alike, many viewers claiming it felt like a parody. Coming straight out of Disney and having people already doubt your skills, this role would have left a sizable stain on Zendaya's resume, and made it even harder for her to be taken seriously in her craft. But luckily there were other things in store. She landed her own solo leading lady Disney Channel show, Casey Undercover, a show that focuses on a girl named Casey Cooper, who is a genius and works alongside her parents as a spy. Notably, Zendaya didn't rush to get off of Disney. Instead, she stayed around and moved up in the ranks, and I think this led to her gaining much more experience, especially because she had a lot of involvement in the show, which is not very common for a lot of young stars. She essentially decided the title character's personality traits. She didn't want the show to revolve around singing and dancing either, and she asked to be a producer of the show. When Disney Channel execs suggested that the show be called Super Awesome Katie, she objected and reportedly said, "Do I look like a Katie to you?" Furthermore, she required that her family in the show be black, wanting to show positive representation. Keep in mind, she was only 17 when she secured this show, showing a tight grip level of savviness and control that some stars struggle to exert for decades. The show aired in 2015 and ended in 2018. It was during the show's run that it became clear that Zendaya would prioritize fashion and acting. One of Zendaya's most iconic fashion moments was unfortunately the subject of racial stereotyping, when Juliana Rancic made a reference to her hair smelling of patchouli oil and weed at the 87th Oscars. This comment was rightfully met with stark backlash, and Zendaya responded by saying, "There's a fine line between what is funny and disrespectful. Someone said something about my hair at the Oscars that left me in awe. Not because I was relishing in rave outfit reviews, but because I was hit with ignorant slurs and pure disrespect. To say that an 18-year-old young woman with locks must smell of patchouli oil or weed is not only a large stereotype, but outrageously offensive. I don't usually feel the need to respond to negative things, but certain remarks cannot go unchecked," and she was correct. Juliana Rancic has since backpedaled and showers Zendaya in praise. In 2016, she seemed to try to reintroduce her music through a more mature lens, moving over to Republic Records and releasing the song Something New alongside Chris Brown, which sampled the TLC classic Creep. Plans faltered and the promo for the song was pulled after Chris Brown made light of Kehlani's suicidal thoughts. Zendaya nor her team wanted the negative association, yet another example of how her team has been very careful about what follows her career. And ultimately, she decided that music was not something that she wanted to pursue full-time, being disillusioned by the business side of the music industry. In the meantime, she used fashion as her greatest marketing tool, essentially saying that it didn't matter to her if it made sense for her to be on a carpet or at an award show. She showed up and was always well dressed to further her visibility and to further opportunities, and her work with fashion has paid off. No entertainer has been as remarkably fashion forward and consistently as well dressed as Zendaya since the inception of Rihanna, who has been the de facto fashion entertainer of the past few decades. Zendaya is now regarded as a fashion icon and is one of the most anticipated celebrities on the red carpet. Leading up to her official rise to adult Hollywood, Zendaya carefully selected smaller roles in order to build her credibility and also change people's perception of her capabilities as an actress. She took on many supporting roles such as MJ in Spider-Man: Homecoming. She co-starred alongside Zac Efron in The Greatest Showman, becoming one of the biggest films of 2017. However, in 2019, her career would be launched further into the stratosphere when she was cast as Rue Bennett, a teenage drug addict in the hit show Euphoria, which was a massive success and effectively established Zendaya as an actress capable of taking on more complex roles, expanding her range into more emotionally demanding roles. The shockwaves Euphoria sent throughout popular culture cannot be understated. It's the type of show young actors could only dream of being attached to, and for Zendaya, it was perfect. In 2020, Zendaya won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series, becoming the youngest winner of the award at the age of 24, of course for her work in Euphoria. She won yet another Emmy for her work in the series in 2022, and a Golden Globe in 2023. She received further acclaim for her role in Malcolm and Mary. 2021's Dune furthered her success at the box office, while 2024's Challengers was Zendaya's very first leading role as a headliner in the top draw of a movie that went to theaters. Challengers did relatively well at the box office and was lauded and acclaimed. Having a built-in fan base from Disney Channel is a gift and a curse. It allows for many opportunities and segues into different career paths. However, too many times can it be the root of young stars being typecasted and pigeonholed. Through fashion, music, and acting, Zendaya has solidified herself as a leading lady in Hollywood. More than anything, she has remained in control, careful, and thoughtful with her career decisions, which has made her the star that she is today.